Hey PreMed StAR, welcome back to my application series vlog. So I've told you guys over the past couple of vlogs that I have some interview invites, which is really exciting. And this next week is actually going to be my first interview. So I thought today might be a good time to share with you all how I've been preparing for those interviews. So the first thing is the logistics of it all. Typically when you get an invitation to interview, it'll just come through as an email from the school, which is very exciting. You get kind of butterflies when you see that congratulations email. It'll usually just say, congratulations, we would like to extend you an invitation to interview. And typically there's a link back to that same portal that you filled out your secondary application on, and a new tab will have appeared that says interview. And depending on the school, I've seen it happen both ways with the schools that have invited me to interview. They will either have assigned you a date and you'll be able to accept that date or ask for a new one, or they'll show you a calendar of all the available dates that they have at that point in time, and you're able to pick out the one that works best for you. So either way, you'll confirm your date to interview, and then they sometimes will ask for additional information like uploading a picture just so they can know who you are when you walk in on interview day. And there's also sometimes different places to upload documents, maybe about your residency if it's a state school, or just a place to add additional information if you have anything after your secondary that you want to tell them about. So once you have your date set and everything squared away with the school, you're going to have to figure out how you're going to get to the interview. So for me, I've had a few schools that have been in driving distance, which is going to be very nice because don't really have to figure out a ton of logistics there. But there are a few that I'm traveling to and I will have to take flight. And it's pretty easy to just search online and do that. After figuring out how you're going to get there, then the next step is kind of trying to decide where you're going to stay. All of the schools that I've been invited to interview at so far have a program where you have the opportunity to stay with a medical student while you're there to interview. So that's a very nice thing, I think, to be able to just crash with a medical student for free. They've offered up some space in their homes, and some of them it's just, a blow-up mattress, and some of them actually have a spare bedroom, which is very nice. But I think it's going to be a really interesting way to get to know the school a little bit better and to hear an insider's perspective from a medical student who's actually there. That'll be pretty cool. If schools do not have a program though for you to stay with a medical student, or if you don't feel comfortable just crashing on someone's couch, then you can always try to find a hotel that's nearby. A lot of the schools I've looked at have different web pages that will show you hotels that they have deals with. So that helps to save you a little bit of money too, even if you're not going to stay with a medical student for free. So after figuring out all of the logistics of actually getting to the interview, the next thing that's been on my mind is what is actually going to happen day of during the interview. And the things I've been working on preparing for are first what I'm going to wear, and then what I'm going to bring to the interview, and of course what I'm going to say. So as far as what to wear, all of the advice that I've seen out there is that you should wear a business professional suit in either gray, black, or navy. And for girls, you can either wear a skirt suit or a pantsuit, and you're going to want to wear some sort of neutral color, probably white, a white shirt underneath. And for girls, you want to keep your makeup natural, your hair just out of your face and nice and neat, and minimal jewelry. For guys, I obviously haven't read up quite as much about that, but what I've seen out there is just you should be well groomed and then wear a conservative tie. As far as shoes, I've seen a lot of advice that says women should wear heels, and you don't want them to be crazy high or anything. They should be conservative, but it just makes you look a little bit more professional. I don't think it's probably any sort of huge detriment if you're not comfortable wearing heels, but I love wearing heels. I'm kind of a girly girl, so I'll be wearing heels to my interview. I do know that pretty much every school will give you a tour of their facility though, so you might be doing a lot of walking. I will probably bring some flats to change into, or just make sure that my heels are very comfortable to walk around in. So this is what I'm going to be wearing to my interviews. It's just a navy suit with a white shirt and some black heels, mini-toed. And I'm probably just going to wear this necklace and my watch. And my hair will probably be a little bit different from this. And I think I might change into these loafers when I'm going on the walking tour so that I'm a little bit more comfortable. As far as what to bring, I am going to bring a business bag. Basically, it's not really a briefcase, but it's a professional bag. And I'm going to keep a portfolio in there. I've seen some advice about printing out your AMCAS application or your personal statement. I don't know that they would ever really ask for that. I think there are some interviews that are closed, so the interviewer actually doesn't even know your scores and they haven't seen your application at all, so it wouldn't really make sense for them to ask for that. But there might be a situation where they want to ask you about something specific, or if they ask to see your application. Better safe than sorry, I guess, to have it with you. And I'm also probably going to bring a notebook and a pen and probably keep my phone and my keys in there as well. What I'm going to say in the interview has been probably the thing that's been taking me the most time to prepare for, something that I'm most nervous about, even though I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to hear from the school and to share with them why I want to go into medicine and why I specifically want to be at that school. What I've been doing to prepare is, first of all, just thinking about the common questions that I know are going to be asked, or that I've seen on different forums, or that I've watched webinars and heard admissions committee members say that they often ask. So for traditional interviews, that's probably going to be the generic questions of why do you want to go into medicine, why do you want to be a doctor, why our school, that sort of thing. So to do that, I've been trying to just go over my application and read my personal statement again, remember why I want to go into medicine, and try to come up with a succinct answer that has some talking points, but I certainly don't want to come off as having a scripted answer for that question, because I don't think my passion will show through in that way. And I've also been doing some more in-depth research on the schools that I'm going to interview at, talking to students who are there and looking at their website more, digging around kind of in newspapers and alumni magazines and that sort of thing, just to see what they're most proud of and what I can really talk about and find out more about during the interview. I've also been reading some books and some articles and just keeping up with the news on current events in healthcare. I've heard that those questions do come up a lot and you just want to be knowledgeable about them. I don't think those schools expect you to be experts by any means, but I do want to be informed and be able to have a coherent answer if they do ask me about any of those. I've also scheduled a mock interview with my school's career center, so I'm going to be doing that this week before I head out to my interview, and I'm excited to get feedback. All right, well, wish me luck on my interviews this week. I'm going to be taking you guys along for the ride to my very first interview, so look forward to that vlog. But until then, have a great week.